Hello, is this thing on? Right, this is for future Jacob. Addressed to future Jacob and future Jacob only.
The passage of time is an illusion, and life is the magician, because life only lets you see one day at a time.
Hello, it's me, internet sensation Jake Dudman, shouting at you from a field in the middle of nowhere. It's 4:30 in the morning, by the way, and I came out here just for the peace and quiet and to talk to the camera, which I haven't done in a long time. I don't know whether any of you ever feel weird about going back, if you do, to the place where you grew up. I found it very strange. Everything in my room felt smaller. Everything slowed right down apart from my mind, which still buzzes around, and it's like suddenly you can't keep avoiding all of the stuff that's going on in your head. You just have to face it. We all have things that we lock away, back of here. Like, we never want to think of that. Yep, you know that thing when you were younger that still comes to the front of your mind and embarrasses you now? Yeah, that. But I feel like if we keep putting them off, they'll keep coming back like a bad penny. Like a weed that's not taken out from the root. If you want to get to the root of the problem, take it out from the ground. Face it full on and hack it with a scythe, a curly knife. That's what I was going to say. A curly sword. We spend so much of our time stuck in our own heads, thinking about the past or fearing the future. Being a time traveller, there is a lot of responsibility. For example, in 2018, I went back and stopped the Nazis from winning the Second World War. In fact, next Saturday, I went back and rearranged the calendar month so that November came after October. I think a lot of us spend our whole time trying to be somebody, trying to prove ourselves to other people and to ourselves. Torn between this idea of who we were and who we want to be. I'm very quick to judge my past self, you know. If someone shows me a video from when I was 16, I'd go, I don't know who is that narcissistic prick? But, you know, as the main man said, we're all different people all through our lives. Oh, we did the thing, everyone. You can go home. You can all leave now. Leave me in peace in my field.
I don't think the past is bad. I think that our association with it, our attachment to the thinking, the thoughts of the past, is like carrying a weight around, sort of. It's like the more you suppress the thoughts, the deeper and darker ingrained they become in the dark space of the mind, you know. But wouldn't it be better to just like let them out of there and just not be in any part of your mind? Just let go.
Freedom from karma, freedom from being the puppet of the past, that simply involves a change in your thinking. It involves, in other words, you're getting rid of the habit of thought whereby you define yourself as the result of what has gone before, and instead get into the more plausible and more reasonable habit of thought, in terms of which you don't define yourself in terms of what you've done before, but in terms of what you're doing now. And that is liberation from the ridiculous situation of being a dog wagged by its tail.
Right, you lot, get out me head.
I don't know what the future holds for me, but spoiler alert, no one does. I know what my past is, and I know it's in the past. So for now, I think I might just sit here and enjoy my coffee. Now leave me in peace.